What's up, gang? It's Ryan here from Ruck.Beer. Today we're taking a look at the GOURCK GR3. This is the largest ruck that they carry, coming in at 45 liters. It is a cavernous black hole of a bag. I have long wanted to grab one of these, but the GR2s have always done everything that I've needed for travel. But when I recently made a video, which I'm going to link to up here, which describes the different sizes of GOURCK bags, I noted that I didn't have a GR3 and couldn't really weigh in on it, and so I decided it was time to remedy that problem. Picked one up, and over the last month I've had 2 opportunities to take it out for a spin, and yeah, the verdict is it's enormous. But before we get too deep into that, let's take a look at some of the features of the GR3. So, as with all the GR line of GOURCK, we do have the front slash pocket here, zipper style. This pocket is, like the rest of the bag, huge, coming all the way down here. Totally enough room to fit like multiple files, folders, and, you know, small animals probably. It is huge. You've got 4 rows of MOLLE on the front. We've got a Velcro panel up here. And as you can see, we've got these 4 buckles. The GR3 comes with these buckles that allow you to snap it in and cinch it down to kind of help compress the bag. This is going to be useful probably with travel like flying. Trying to get this thing to not look like it's enormous so that TSA doesn't stop you. GOURCK does say it is TSA compliant and should be able to be used as a carry-on. I haven't flown with it, so I can't speak to any troubles you might encounter. The straps are also going to be good if you were to use this bag for something like backpacking or camping. You could also use these straps to secure poles or anything else. As we look on this side, what is nice is we do have a side handle. If you've been around me long enough, you know that I used to complain about all extra handles. It was more of an aesthetic issue that I had with them. I found on the GR3 that these extra handles, which include one at the top and one on both sides, to be super convenient. I could treat it almost as a suitcase or a briefcase as I was getting it in and out of the car and things like that. So extra handles were very nice. On the top, and in addition to this top handle, we do have a hydration port. If, I guess maybe hiking and backpacking, you might want a hydration port. I'm not really sure when else with a ginormous travel bag you need a hydration port, but water is life, so drink up. We do have a laptop compartment back here. I don't know what size laptop you need, but if it's the size of my entire arm, it'll fit back there. We've got the shoulder MOLLE on the straps, which is common on the GOURCK bags and useful if you need it. There is no sternum strap, so if you wanted to get one of those in addition, if you're carrying heavy loads for long distances, that might be a good investment. Let's see. On the bottom, there are 2 rows of really thick MOLLE. I believe, again, this is kind of like, you know, if you've just got so much stuff that it's overflowing this bag, 1, you have too much stuff. But 2, you can kind of attach to the bottom. So maybe if you're camping or hiking, like a sleeping pad or something like that, you could attach to the bottom. I, in both of my case uses, did not need either of those. When we go into the bag, I wanted to take an opportunity to show you how big this bag is. Inside of this GR3, I have very, very easily inserted a 40-liter GR2. That's just to show you how big it is. The GR2 fits in so easily that you didn't even know that there was an entire huge ruck inside. So that is how much bigger than the GR2 the GR3 is. When you come in on the inside of the GR3, just like all of the GOURCK bags, they are fold flat. which is nice when you're packing it. You'll be able to lay this out flat. We do have 3 pockets here. We've got the the solid pocket and 2 mesh pockets available. On the interior, this is interesting. Not sure how well it's going to show up on the video, but actually, here we go. The interior here is made of Velcro. This could be useful in a lot of different situations. Maybe you have packing cubes or little smaller compartments that have Velcro backing that you could put in there very easily. There's also some interior MOLLE that you could use to help strap things in and keep things nice and tight and organized. So the Velcro is there, and we also do have a D-ring up here, which would be useful if you had that hydration bladder that you were feeding through there. At the very bottom here, there is a little rubber strap, a little rubbery, stretchy material, and this exists for the storage, I believe, of this padded hip belt. So you can actually get it in there and have that kind of safe and secure at the bottom of the ruck. If you weren't carrying or using this, then you know, you can strap some more things down here at the bottom if you're interested in that. Speaking of the padded hip belt, with the purchase of the GR3, you do get a very nice and beefy padded hip belt. And the way the hip belt works is when we unbuckle it, let's see if I can do this one-handed. We're going to feed through this back area right here. There's this separation between the ruck and this backing so that you can actually feed the hip belt through here. And if you hear that, there's actually some Velcro in there to help keep the padded hip belt in place. So that's really nice. In both of my case uses, I did not need this, so I didn't use the hip belt. That's actually the first time I've ever put it in. It was super easy. So that's the overview of the GR3. So here's my take on it. The 2 case uses I had was, 1, my family was going to the beach for the day. Normally when we go to the beach, I usually take a 26-liter GR1 plus another bag of some sort, and a cooler and like 8 other things. I had just received this bag in the mail and thought, let's give this a try. So I crammed 2 giant packable folding rocking chairs, 2 little pop-up chairs, 4 towels, snacks for the whole day, all the sunscreen, basically everything, change of clothes, everything that we needed for the beach outside of my 10 by 10 tent. All of it fit in the GR3. It was really cool. I love we got to the beach, everything was there, opened it up clamshell, dumped it out, and we were ready for the day. It did feel like overkill because it is just such a big bag, but it really worked quite nicely. Second case use was I went on a trip for a week. I was traveling by car. And again, I just wanted to test this out. Normally in that situation, for a 1-week trip, I probably would have gone in a 26-liter GR1. If I really needed to, I'd take my 40-liter GR2, but I just wanted to test this out. So I just went no holds bar packing on this. I packed every single thing that I could possibly want or need. So in the bag, I had my Mac V1 boots, I had my ballistic trainers to go to the gym, I had my flip-flops, I had all my clothes for the entire week, plus some extra clothes. I didn't think I would need jeans, but I threw jeans in there. I didn't think I would need a jacket or a rain shell, threw that in there. I've been really into doing stretching through ROM wads, so I threw in a yoga block. I threw in a bullet rucker. No, just a bullet ruck, a 15-liter bullet ruck, so I could use that to pack and go to the gym. All of my bathroom supplies. I packed more for that 1 week trip than I think I've ever packed for any trip ever. And it still had room. When I say that this bag is enormous, it is probably an understatement. So that all gets to the question, like, who is this bag for? If I were to recommend this bag to anyone, it would be the person who wants to pack everything. You don't care about minimalism. You don't care about, trying to leave things behind. You literally want to take everything that your heart desires. You want to take it on the trip, you need a GR3. For the rest of us, the bag is cool, it's enjoyable. It's probably so huge that I don't think I'm going to use it a whole lot. I do think possibly my wife is going to enjoy it, because she does from time to time complain about the GR2, and her complaint is that there's not enough room for her hair dryer on top and like extra shoes. So she hasn't had a chance to use it yet, but once she does, I'll let you know. So that's it. That's my take on the GR3. It's a great ruck. It is an enormous ruck, and it might be the right ruck for you. If you got any questions about the GR3, drop them in the comments below on this video or on the blog post, and then we'll see you next time.